is 11th District for 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I want to get to the heart, Mr. Hughes, I'll start with you. I want to get to the heart of efficiency is good, and it's happening. And there's lots of different industries that are making things more efficient. But I don't need in West Texas to be hurricane proof because we don't have hurricanes in West Texas. And I think as we consider different things that are mandated, we want to make sure that we're not overreaching, which is exactly what has happened in the last 4 years, and we're trying to swim out of that mess. Housing prices are obviously, they're very expensive right now. We have lower numbers of first-time home buyers, and I'd like to hear your thoughts, as you've kind of mentioned already today, on the additional federal appliance code mandates that have impacted the affordability of homes, and just broad thoughts on how to tackle it to make sure we do gain efficiency, but we don't overreach.
Absolutely. As it's been mentioned several times, it's not a one-size-fits-all. And you're right, you don't have hurricanes in Texas, but we do in North Carolina. It should be left up to individual states and local governments to tailor those codes to those areas. As far as the cost, the more regulations we pile on, the more it drives that cost up. We feel like the homes that we've built in the last 20 years perform very well. We feel like we've reached a good base, and continuing to pile on is simply not cost effective. You're not going to recover that extra funds. We are a big advocate for upfitting existing homes, and we feel like that's where a lot more good can be done. Now, as far as how that increases resiliency, unfortunately, that's not quite as easy. But I can assure you, in North Carolina, we're constantly looking for ways to be more resilient. And there are a lot of great innovative products out there that increase resiliency. And luckily today, a lot of those products also increase efficiency.
Right.
Unfortunately, they all cost more.
Well, we have to be careful about what we mandate and how that affects the one-size-fits-all. I hope that this committee is listening to that. Mr. Steffes, I'll go to you. You testified that 20%, of changing subjects completely, but 20% of Washington's gas service goes to federal facilities, including buildings like the White House and the Pentagon. And what risk do you see if Section 433 forces those facilities to abandon natural gas in favor of an all-electric mandate?
A few risks there, Congressman. Thank you for the question. First, the risk that I see is because energy security in multiple redundant networks to deliver energy is critical. I see a risk to national security and our ability, the country's ability to continue to operate when storms come through, when matters that are critical to citizens are dealt with. I also see a fundamental question and challenge around affordability. As federal office buildings are mandated to move down one path and only one path, clearly they're going to spend more money when they could otherwise use a different technology and solution. We trust strongly that the federal government, the people that run the buildings, that operate these facilities, will make the right choices for affordability, for reliability, for security, as well as for safety.
Mr. Hughes, I'll go back to you. Forced electrification. You testified that the cost could be as much as 40% more. So in the same way that we're asking federal buildings whether they want forced electrification, what's your opinion on that with houses?
Well, again, it's all about the cost. It's going to drive up cost as we have to change appliances to meet those regulations. The cost of the appliance and the installation. It's all about the cost. And again, the point's been made. The best plan in the world isn't worth anything if the home buyer can't afford it.
Finally, Mr. Lieberman, cost question. You note in your testimony that DOE rules could add hundreds of dollars to the cost of furnaces and water heaters, and what kind of effect is that going to create for first-time home buyers? Push your mic.
It adds to the cost of that first-time home. I should say that the water heaters rule, it actually impacts existing homes a little bit more than new homes, because most of those are built with the condensing furnaces. Again, there's a cost for existing homeowners, but there's also a cost for new homeowners. I think the biggest single appliance affecting new homes is central air conditioners, which have become very, very expensive because of this 1-2 punch of Department of Energy and Environmental Protection Agency regulations. But almost every room in the house has something that's going up in price, and it adds up.
Thank you. I appreciate the testimony. Yield back.
Thank you. The gentleman's time